What's up, everybody? This is Jay, and welcome to the Jaymoorereviews recap for The Shy, episode 8. Remember to subscribe to my channel, hit that like button. Don't forget to support me on Patreon and PayPal, and let's get into it. Now, when we come in, we see Sonny laid out on the floor leaking. And we see Reg got Panama Jack, aka Q, at gunpoint. He telling him, sit down, old man. So he got the drop on him. And so he's telling him, you messed up. I got real messed up based off of what you did, you and your boys. And he say, man, you deserved it. You messed up. You effed up. That's what you get. He like, hey, man, you think this is a game? He say, what else is this? Of course it's a game. He say, oh, what? Watch what you gonna do. You gonna do me? Do what your boss said and do me then. He say, you know what? I'm done talking with you, all right? When he was about to pull the trigger, Sonny got up and cracked him upside the head. And so we see Sonny, he's still a little woozy. Panama Jack get up, Sonny, you all right, man? Can you believe we let this scrub get the drop on us? And then Sonny up, strap on him. He like, look, I'm done with you. He like, man, what are you doing, Sonny? Put the gun down. He like, nah, I'm done. You need to get out of here and don't come back no more. And he like, all right. Then he gave Q the whistle that they daddy used to have at this job and told him, I'm done with you. Meanwhile, we see Boogerbeard, Boog Knight. He laid up, so as hell. We see his boy over here with the Jerry beads. He said, what's up? What's wrong with you? And he can relate because he got a bullet wound to the belly and a Freddy Krueger cut to his side too. He said, man, what's going on, man? You need another pill? He like, yeah, it's $5. He like, it was $3 last time. He said, it's $5 now. Then he see him bleed and he like, oh man, this dude is about to die. And he in pain. And so he like, hey man, where's Chauncey at? Tell him we need his doctorization skills. And so he tell anorexic Suge Knight. So then they bring Chauncey in and he like, man, I need you to fix this dude. He like, what for? He like, cuz I don't want him to die. He's like, here, I give you $1.9 and I give you the rest later once you fix him. So he pop his little power up pill. Then he's in hop to the job. He pulled the thing out. He like, oh yeah, he been shot. They like, we know what happened, just fix him. So he like, all right, let me work my magic. Meanwhile, we see Lil Eazy-E. He sleep on the couch, and next thing you know, Lil Jerica, she's staring at him, drinking and sipping on her little coffee, and she is talking to him. He trying to get everything straight. She like, look, I'll make you some breakfast. So he like, all right, cool. So he thinking everything cool. She pull out some bowls. She making him some bowl of cereal. So he trying to talk to her about what they went through, and she like, look, I'm not trying to go there. He like, man, I'm just saying. And she like, what happened with your job? He like, man, I'm trying to talk about us. She like, I am talking about us. Why you quit your job? He like, I'm just trying to, get everything together. I want something of my own right now, maybe a food truck. Meanwhile, we see Fat Boy Leroy. He's in there working on some wood, getting a little morning wood going, and then he get a phone call from Kev, and he's saying, hey man, we need to talk to Jake. He like, man, what's up? He like, man, I'm worried about him. He like, man, I'm whittling over here something for my mama. He like, dude, just get over here. Meanwhile, we see back on the other side of town, Emmett, he in there eating and talking on the phone when his mama walk in, and she's saying, what's up with your son? He like, look, I just finally got a break. I'm just trying to, relax for a moment. She took his phone to get his attention. She like, your son ain't a job. That's your boy. You need to find out where he is. So she didn't put that bug in his ear. Go get your boy back. Then we see Lil Easy that finally learned his lesson. He gonna go sign that paperwork for his mama to sell the house so he can get a little money. Jerica told him get some of that money so you can do something, get a fresh start. We see Gravy. He talking about, man, about time. He always got a little hate to throw around. He give his mama a kiss and he on his. And so now we see Reg. He finally starting to come through. We see this big swole George Foreman Jr. looking at him. And now we see Q laughing and he's saying, oh, what's up, Reg? You got a nice place here. And so Reg waking up, now realizing they done took him to his house. He's like, yeah, I always told my boys, don't be stupid like you just was and bring your wallet wherever you go. Because now, if you bring your wallet and something go wrong, we know where you live. Yeah, we know where you live. You got a nice house here, Reg. Who lives here with you? And he's saying nobody. He trying to protect his little brother, who meanwhile is on the other side of town playing a game, playing some PlayStation with his little baby crew, the Baby Nut crew. And so Fats is trying to give Kev the eye to say, man, talk to him. And so now he trying to talk to Jake. Hey, man, what's up, man? What you doing? We worried about you. He like, worried about me for what? He like, man, you got a lot going on, man. Papa start saying, man, what the F, we worried about you. And then Mama come in talking about, boy, what you just say? I know you ain't used them words. So he apologized. I'm sorry. It won't happen again. And she like, Kevin, come here. I need you to go to the store and take your friends with you too. So now they got to go to the store anyway. Meanwhile, we see Chauncey. He putting together the hole in Booger Beard, and so we see he working, putting some iodine mixture together, some alcohol. We see old boy looking all weird. We see Bullet Belly, he looking too, and so then they pour that on him, and it's burning, alcohol, all that stuff burning him. He's screaming, they laughing, they enjoying the show right now. And so they see the hole right there. He trying to clean it right quick, and then he take a little salt and sprinkle the salt on there like he about to, make some beef stew. Then he take the little blow dry and give him a blow job from hell, and so now he burning on the side like he was with a $2 hoe. And so now he say, hey man, look, I'm done. Give me the rest of the pills. They hand him the pills. He can't wait to pop that open and get a little pill down his throat and serve it. He say, man, you got a problem. And so then he look on, and then they cut to Lil Easy and his cousin, and he pruning his weed plants. He like, man, what you doing? Why you cutting them? He like, I'm pruning. They like, man, look, what about this food truck biz, man? I just need your help. I'm trying to get in this and be like you. He like, oh, man, that's what's up. How much you need? And so right when they was talking, you see a little Asian dude, a lady boy, come up out his closet. And so now he tripping, wondering, what's this dude? This dude live in your closet? And so they laugh, and he like, man, this dude got a flat screen TV in there. He like, hey, man, the more revenue streams you got, the better. He like, well, I'm just trying to have this one, man. You gonna help me? He like, I got you, bro. So then they cut back over to Busted Jaw and Q and Reg and the crew. And so he like, so Reg, what's going on? Where your mama? Where your daddy? He like, they gone. My daddy in jail. My mama gone. He like, well, you in a situation here, because you about to get replaced one way or the other. Meanwhile, they cut back over to Emmett, and he with Brown Sugar, and so he trying to feed a little curly fries, and they getting a little kiss, a little smooch, and then next thing you know, she talking about, where your son? I know you miss him. And then he like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you right. I do need to be with my boy. So he trying to call the mama up. She done put the bug in his head about getting his boy. He like, look, come with me. She like, I'm not going there. I just got my hair did. She ain't gonna snatch my tracks out. You don't mess with a black woman weave, so she walk off. Meanwhile, he going looking for her. He goes to his baby mama's house, and the mama like, what you doing here? Don't you got other kids? What you trying to do? You got other kids, don't you? Where are they at? He like, I see him, and I FaceTime them. They out of state. She like, oh, you just a digital daddy. Well, anyway, I said I wouldn't tell where she is, but I didn't say I'd tell where EJ is. So she tell him where they is. Then they cut to Lil Easy and his cuz. He like, look, man, I don't be too judgmental. I got something for you. Next thing you know, they pull up, and he got a new roach coach. He like, hey, man, check it out. What you think? He like, I love it, man. He like, oh, man, that's what's up. That's great. He like, man, I'm about to make this work. He like, that's what I like to hear, bro. And so then he hop in. He all happy. And then they cut over to Booger Beard and Chauncey. Then they sleep tweaked out. And then you see old boy with the Jerry beads trying to wake him up. Bug Knight wake up, but Chauncey ain't waking up. He like, hold up, man. I think this dude done crossed over to the other side, bro. And so then they try to wake him up, and he ain't budging. And Bug Knight like, man, wait a minute. Hold on. I was just talking to him. He like, look, I want you to get rid of his body. He like, why me? He like, man, you owe me. And now I'm cashing in that chip. So now you need to get him up out of here. So him and Bald Bull, they try to carry him up out of there, and they put him in his car, and then he drive off. Meanwhile, back at the crib for the three amigos, they walking back from the store. He got his Illuminati t-shirt on, and so he's saying, hey man, you need to be careful, Jake. And so Jake with the little Illuminati shirt on, he talking about, man, I'm good, I'm getting money. And Papa like, come on, man, what's this about? And he like, look, you the one that shot somebody. Don't be coming at me like that. And so Papa like, man, what is all that about? Friends don't keep secrets. Meanwhile, we see Emmett still hot on the trail looking for his shorty. He come and find the place, the door wide open, shorty sitting there. Then this little sexy little baby mama come through. He like, yo, what's up? Why is my son sitting there with the door open? She like, look, you need to leave. They like, what's going on? She like, you need to pay child support. If you pay child support, you can see him. He should have never gave his son up because that's the only reason she wanted him. He like, look, I'm taking this bag. I'm getting ready to go take my son. She like, I only make minimum wage. So, you need to pay more if you want to see him, which is her fault. If she wanted to make more money, she should, or she should have left him with Emmett if she couldn't afford him. Anyway. So right when he tried to take this bag, this other dude, her new boo, come through, and he like, what's up? Is there a problem here? And right away, Emmett just puss out. He didn't even try to fight for his son, and he let dude scare him up out of there. Then they cut over to Q, and he's talking to Reg, and he like, this is pretty good. He telling his boy, they done sat and made food, made dinner at his house and everything. Reg like a captor. He got the piece pointed at his dome, and next thing you know, here come Jake, and he don't know what's going on. They like, oh, what's up? And then Reg kind of gets scared, try to hop up to protect him. They like, sit down, Reg. He like, yeah, what's up? Everything cool. I remember you. Remember at the block club party? What's up? How you doing? Reg didn't tell us he was your brother. He like, oh, I'm all right. He like, yeah, what's up, Jake? I need you to do something for me. And then he pick up this knife, and he about to go walk towards him with the knife and stab him in the throat. And Red's scared because he don't know what to do. And next thing you know, he point the knife at him, but then he turn it around and say, hey, put that in the sink for me. And he did all that to tweak Reg out and let Reg know, yeah, we got you now. You do what's wrong. Your brother dead. Then he whispers something in his ear. And he like, yeah, let me know if you know about that police officer. Then tell me about that basketball player. And he like, all right, see you later. Come on, fellas, let's roll. So they roll, and Reg, he in the 211 right now. He shook. Meanwhile, we see Bug Knight. He riding in Chauncey's car, putting fingerprints on every damn thing, on the wheel, on the car, on the glass. He pull up at Chauncey's house. He see Chauncey in the back seat putting fingerprints all over the car. He walk off and honk the horn, and then he run and hide. And then the wife come out, and she look like she's salty. She probably used to dealing with Chauncey on his BS. She come to see him in the back seat. She try to wake him up. Then she realized he dead. She's screaming no, crying, and it's breaking down. Bug Knight, he start crying behind the tree. And meanwhile, we see Lil Easy. He pull up in the roach coach trying to impress Jerica. He like, yeah, you check in, but you don't check out, babe. And so then she like, look, I'm going to repaint it all black, put red trim on it. It's going to be tight. And then I'm going to make it called, he like, yeah, Mexican meat soul food. She like, all right, I like it. He like, but it ain't gonna be nothing without you. And then he start moving on in. She get closer. Next thing you know, they smooching like the good old days. And so he ain't gonna stop. He going down there. He pick her up, carry her. They happy. They going in the truck. Meanwhile, we see Ronnie. He walking back to the mosque. He see Common Rafiq. He an imam of the mosque, and that's the leader of the mosque. He like, what's up? He let him on in. He like, what's up, brother? You welcome. So what's going on with you? You killed somebody? He like, man, I ain't come here for that. He like, well, what you come here for? He like, I don't know. He like, man, you could tell me, man, the lies are all forgiven. And he like, man, I'm out of here. He like, what happened with me? I was just like you. I ended up on Stony, and I was with some crew, and I ended up letting the gunshot go. They ended up killing a little girl. I took her life. And it was all a bunch of bull. I didn't realize how much damage I did at first. But I found Allah in the prison, and I realized, it's most forgiving. And then he ended up walking up to Ronnie, giving him a hug, letting him know that everything is all good, and that, your sins can be forgiven. And it began to give Ronnie a little hope and a little comfort. In the end, that's how the episode ended. It'd be interesting to see how they gonna play out the rest of everything and what they gonna end up doing with Ronnie, or is he ever gonna go to jail for killing Coogie? And Girly Fro died for nothing really. But in the end, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out my other videos. Subscribe to my channel. Click that like button. And don't forget to support me on PayPal and Patreon. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.